Hello, I'm back. I took a break for a moment because I felt like I had to, so I did. But now I'm back. I am definitely back. And I looked at April's schedule and it doesn't have that much in it, so I think that I should be able to start getting caught up then. But that depends on whether or not I am willing to. Because you see, there's this issue. And that problem is I might be able to get caught up, but when am I actually going to act on that? When am I actually going to upload this shit? I bet I will get caught up in April because, let's see, the stars are moving into position. You're like, I know that people are just like, what the fuck? Yes. Yes, I am one of them. Maybe like, what the fuck are you talking about? I just know that April is going to be terrible because of where I live. I really don't need any stars to tell me that. But I can tell you that I, I, I've got interests. Yes, I've got hobbies. Even though I have anhedonia, it hasn't destroyed everything. Although it could if someone goes far enough, I assume. But I really just don't know what will happen. That gives me great anxiety. I do not see a future. It's blank. Like, whatever future I could have imagined before, it's blank. Anyway, I assume everything will be fine eventually, question mark. I have no idea when that is. Yuma, Astral, I will get my revenge. I thought you already got your revenge. Seriously, you want revenge again? I thought I talked about not repeating that plot point, but okay, sure. And gotta hand it to him. Shark is one of the toughest duelists in the whole galaxy. Yes. Yes, he is. He is very fitting as a raid boss. Wait a minute. I need to make sure I save this title. Anyway, I liked season 4 of DM. I liked that arc. I know some people hate it, but I liked it. I quite enjoyed it. Yeah, I've heard criticism of it, and I kind of get it, but at the same time, I just really like it. Yes, he is. I'm out of life points, and I'm out of time. I failed Astral. I failed them all. My world, Astral world, even Barian world. What? What are you doing, Yuma? What did I say the first time? You do not talk like this. I promised to save everyone, but I guess promises are made to be broken. No, no, no. You, of all people, do not get to say this. No, no. Someone fix him. I think Yuma needs to be rebooted. Stop feeling sorry for yourself, Yuma. You've always said to keep dueling, even if you only have a single life point. I know, but nothing. Snap out of it. And never invite me to your pity party ever again. I agree with Tori. I like her. I like a lot of female characters in this franchise, to be honest. It doesn't matter if you sideline them, I still like them. Quite a powerful reprimand. Shouting can be very persuasive. A powerful reprimand is not persuasive. Seriously, what? What kind of logic are you operating on here? Shouting is just not persuasion. That's not how it works. And if you want someone to stop shouting at you, Yeah, listening to what you're being told to do can get someone to stop, but honestly, by itself, it's not persuasive. You can shout pointlessly and no one will care. Source, I don't need one. Yeah, totally. But Tori's right. My friends fought for me to get this far, so I can't give up. And let's face it, I'd rather face 10 sharks than one angry Tori. Okay, I'll just let you. I'll just let you off this ship for a second. You'll go into the ocean, and there'll be 10 sharks. 10 sharks in the ocean, but don't worry, we'll, keep you safe. You will not die in the ocean, that'd be stupid. But you will be up against 10 sharks. 10 sharks! Yeah, it'll be brutal. You'll probably not enjoy it. I activate the quick fight spell. Double or nothing. Yuma, you drew the perfect card. And if you trip, I want to know what is going on up there, but I'm not entirely sure that there is any way for anyone to answer that question. I really don't know if science will ever get there. This might be a consciousness thing, and as far as I know, science is still trying to work on the code for that. I mean, let's see, we want very intelligent AI, like actual intelligent AI, not just a marketing term. Yeah, I don't think we're getting there. I don't think we're getting there. Not the kind of timeline where we get there. Absolutely not. I don't buy it. But if it does happen, I would love to be friends with an AI. I would love it, to be honest. I am not joking. I want one. It would be great. You know, as long as the AI doesn't try to kill me. And as long as it can actually feel things and reason, and it's not like Chat GPT. As long as it can reason and understand what I'm saying and reflect and, you know, not annoy me all the time, seriously, that would be great. A real AI that I can be friends with, I would love that. I mean, I suck at interacting with humans, so I might do a better job interacting with an entirely different species. We're moving on. If Utopia's attack succeeds, we shall emerge victorious. It's the grand finale. We win and Shark's going to lose. As you would lose that which is most valuable to you. Yuma, is something wrong? Why did you stop our attack? Remember what the door said? That I'd lose what's most valuable to me? I remember what a number of things have said, Yuma. And it wasn't actually that bad. I mean, in a lot of cases, you can just get shit back. Like, I remember when I lost myself. Okay, hold on. But I'll get back to that in a minute. I just figured out what that is. It's not you, or my friends, or the whole world. Wow. Wow! What I've lost is myself. You know, I've lost myself before. I got myself back, but it was excruciating. It was painful. And, yeah, very, very painful. It was, let's see. You know, when I did get myself back, that was also painful. Like, the whole experience of getting myself back was just as excruciating as losing myself. And before I found myself, I was basically the embodiment of just pure depression. Just pure suffering. I was just in pain. All the time. Okay, that's not funny. I know. I know you guys want me to stop talking about how I'm in pain, but I can stop talking about it when I stop being in pain. And this country, quite frankly, is not helping with that. It's doing the opposite right now, to be honest. It's saying, you deserve more pain. No, I don't. Stop enabling me. Fuck off. You do not enable my bullshit. You are not allowed to enable my bullshit, Trump. Stop doing that. Your entire regime is going down for trying to enable me. No, just stop. Do not. Depression lies to people. Anxiety lies to people. No, do not confirm any bullshit from those two mental illnesses. Stop. I'm paranoid. There is no justification for that. And I say all kinds of shit that's not true. Do not act like it's true. Do not make it even seem true for an hour or 5 minutes or even 10 seconds. Stop. Stop. Okay, now, whatever is going on with me right now, it's more like a transformation. I mean, I can't say that I've entirely lost myself because I'm still sort of here. But for a while, it was just, wow. One of the most painful moments of my entire life. Just saying that I'm not what I thought I was. Painful. You know, that reminds me of something. Anyway, let's continue, shall we? I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about, and if you don't, I'll say it in a second. Thanks to dueling, I made awesome friends, including you, Shark. You big, angry softy, you. You big, angry softy, you. You know what? Those are fighting words, Yuma. Those are fighting words. I'm not even going to say that from Shark. No, stop, don't. No, stop. Stop! This guy is trying to defend his world. Stop calling him soft right now. Seriously, stop. Although, if you want to talk about anyone who is angry and soft, I think I fit that better. But, I mean, I definitely don't seem to do a better job of not. I'm still just as. Dude, if someone said that to me, I'd still be pissed. But I'm just calling them fighting words because of that time Shark got annoyed that it was suggested that he cares about his friends, and Shark is just like, those are fighting words, and 3 is just like, huh? What? What do you mean? Yeah, I still don't know. I still don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, but clearly, everything is good now. He's past that point. That is like, what year was this? 2021, I'm pretty sure. I remember because Trey's event was the first event I finished. And I didn't even bother with primos. I actually wonder if his event was a raid event, and if so, I could have actually done it and finished it. I mean, considering how I got through Quattro's event. Yeah, I just pretty much auto-dueled a lot to that one. But I got more wins out of it compared to against Nash. Which sounds like an insult, and like I'm not much of a fan of 4, but you know, I am. It's just, I'm a bitch. I'm a bitch, okay? I'm gonna keep being one. But I swear, every now and then I do act like a fan. It's just, not when someone tells me to. But now look at what I was about to do. I was this close to finishing Shark forever. Yeah, I remembered a death scene for him. So yeah. I also remember a death scene from Mizar. I don't know. I don't know what happens before they die. Well, actually, I'm pretty sure I know what happens to Nas to get his death scene. But the images in my brain were in conflict during this event's first run, and that was just confusing me the entire event. I'm just like, I know this happens and this happens and this happens, but when? I shouldn't try organizing the timeline in the middle of a YouTube video, but I was. And I'm just like, dude, how can I organize something I never properly paid attention to? My immunity to spoilers does not mean that I understand the context behind those spoilers, especially after years of having time to forget all about that shit. Also, I forgot that Hasselberry even dueled Sartorius. I did rewatch DX, I promise you guys. It's just, I forgot that duel even happened. I forgot. Yeah, you just forget a duel against the antagonist, like no big deal. Just forget about it all. Yeah, that didn't happen. You know what I probably didn't? You know what I'm sure was probably the reason I forgot? Because Dino DNA. I know that I knew that Hasselberry didn't become part of the Society of Lights. I'm just like, what was he doing? Because he never became part of it. Yeah, recency bias. Yeah, he did do quite a bunch of shit actually. But moving on. But now look at what I was about to do. I was this close to finishing Shark Forever. You know, the next episode of GX I have to watch is a recap. I really don't want to watch a recap episode, so I don't have to. But you know what is really interesting? Don't call someone insane until they've actually proven they're insane. No, 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 no. What are you talking about? Dude, shut up, shut up, shut up. I've seen some shit. I can't even believe this series sometimes. Where really, it applies to GX or Zexel, because Zexel is insane too. That's wrong. This isn't how I'm supposed to duel. Really? Because I duel like this all the time. I'm just like, time to take out this bitch. Yeah, I'm just gonna duel. Yeah, seriously. Okay, I'm moving on. I duel to make friends, not beat them. I've lost my way. You're supposed to win duels, not just lose them. You can duel to make friends and still win. I mean, Yuya did that all the time. Just doing that. It was kind of, rushed in a number of cases, but I mean, of course it was. I mean, Arc 5 was very ambitious. I would say over ambitious. And that's why it became a total disaster, because it was too over ambitious. But you know what? I am so much worse. Like, you think Arc 5 was ambitious? I would be so much worse in that department, and I am. Honestly, that's probably that's something I shouldn't just act like I'm proud of, but I mean, that's part of why I'm stuck with my writing right now. I've got so much I want to do with my writing that I'm just like, how's this going to work? And how's that going to work? You know, generative AI could help with that a bit. Just a bit. I'm just one person. You think anyone gives a shit about what I want and my vision? No, 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 no. I'm the kind of person where you're just like, you know what? You know what? You can't pay me enough for this shit. Yeah, I really could not pay anyone enough to deal with my shit. You would go insane. And he's lost his way. Yeah, well, I've lost my way countless times. I did it yesterday. I'm just like, I know that this was just explained to me, but I did not retain that information at all. It was off. It was just, oh god. I swear I was paying attention, but I forgot. I have no sense of direction. You know, in the last recap episode, that was, for a while, that was, You know what? I'm tired of recap episodes. I'm tired of talking about weird shit. I'm tired of talking about weird shit. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. That is ridiculous. I have lost my way. I cannot possibly. Oh my god. Wow. I mean, I do feel like in a way I have lost my way, to be fair. I feel like that's about as true for me as it is for Yuma, if not more so. It's just like, I'm freaking out over a lot of weird shit. I'm freaking out over shit that isn't a big deal. I'm pissed all the time. Something is going on here. I've got to fix it. I don't even know how that's going to happen, but I mean, there was that one time that I was just like, I'm trying to write this character and it's going poorly, it's not working. Fine. And then, suddenly out of nowhere. You know, I don't think you guys would even believe me. But I don't really operate based on people believing even half the shit that leaves my mouth. So I'm just going to continue. Because this video is starting to drag on. Because for some reason I won't shut up. But starting now, I'm going to get myself back on track. For starters, I am not going to defeat Shark. This is a duel, Yuma. Dude, what the hell are you on? Duel him. Duel him properly, or you're going to die. And that poses a tricky dilemma. You refuse to win, but losing will lead to the end of Astroworld. I know not the answer to this riddle, but I have faith that you'll crack this conundrum. Thanks, Astral. Here I go, Shark. I attack Bari and Hope. But now, I activate Utopia's effect. By using one overlay unit, I negate Utopia's attack. Why did Yuma stop his own attack? What's the big idea, Yuma? I told you. I made a promise that I wouldn't defeat you. But I have no intention of losing either. The only way that makes sense is with a draw, and you did not get a draw. I thought that you may have gotten a draw, but my brain was, well, no. My brain was like, no, because I remembered that death scene. And it's like, that can't possibly be a draw. Because of that thing I remember in my brain. You know how people can get false memories, right? I know I've had some of those. I've probably given myself 20. Like, for whatever reason, I thought that I was allergic to a class of medications or something. And my mom is just like, you're not allergic to that. How did I figure out how did I even know that thing was if I'm not allergic to it, why did I think I was? Someone had to have told me I was allergic for me to say that I'm allergic. Dude, I am not a trained professional. What happened? How did I learn about this medication class if I wasn't told I was allergic to it? Dude, what? I'm just like, dude, I'm pretty confident that my mother did say I was allergic to 2 classes of drugs. But then she's like, wait, you're not. Then how did I think I was? She's the only reason I would have ever guessed that at all. Like, who else would have told me that? I didn't just go online and I'm just like, I wonder if I'm allergic to this. Yeah, I'm allergic to that. Dude, I am so confused. And it's like, how can she tell me that? Because she's the only person that would have given me any indication. I couldn't just place that information into my brain, like, on my own. Like, what? Anyway, she may have forgotten that I was allergic to it. She may have forgotten that I am allergic to it, to be honest, but I just don't know. There are a number of things that I'm just like, for real? Anyway, let's continue. This is not a draw, Yuma. Continue. So you won't win or lose. That's impossible. Yes, it is, because this duel doesn't end in a draw. Spoiler, this isn't a draw. And then I guess we just have to keep dueling until I find a way. No, that's not how dueling works. You can't just do that. Even if it takes forever, that's what I'm going to do. That sounds like hell, Yuma. I do, no. A duel forever? You only have 50 life points. Okay, and Yuma has how many cards left in his deck? That is true. I never said it would be easy, but I know that I'm going to do it. So come on, let's duel. You guys are dueling. Oh, Yuma, you always were a dreamer. I activate the spell Glory of the Seven Emperors. Glory and Hope can't be destroyed in battle this turn. And if I take any battle damage, you take that damage instead. And then it was a good thing you must stop Utopia's attack. Yeah, because if I didn't, we would have lost. Let's keep this duel rolling, because no one has won yet. Actually, Yuma, this duel's over. You've won. No, I don't remember why he won, but I think it's a card effect or something. And I'm going to duel the raid boss at some point. But I'm going to take a break from recording because my earbuds are running low on battery power and I need that to record, so I'm going to let them charge for a bit and come back later. Plus, it's not very interesting to duel right now in the middle of a video that is over 27 minutes long. So I'll be back later after I've had time to rest my voice.